The river that flowed through the town of Glenmere wasn't just a stream of water. It was a living current of memories, a liquid timeline. Every gentle ripple, every whisper of its flow seemed to tell a story of love, of loss, and of time itself. For a young woman named Amira, this river held the most precious memories of all. It was the place she used to visit with her father, a fisherman with kind eyes and hands weathered by work and patience. He taught her many things, but the most important lesson was that patience wasn't just about waiting. Need was the greatest strength a person could possess. But life, much like a river, can take sudden, unexpected turns. Her father passed away, leaving a void that felt as vast and deep as the ocean. The pain was so sharp that she couldn't bear to return to their special place. The river, once a source of comfort, now felt like a monument to her grief. So she stayed away. Years flowed by, one season bleeding into the next. The riverbank, once neatly kept, grew wild and untamed. The small wooden dock where her father used to tie his little boat began to show its age, its wood slowly surrendering to the elements. Yet, even in her absence, the river called to her. Every night, Amira dreamed of the same things: the gentle lapping of rippling water against the shore, and the distant, comforting sound of her father's voice, whispering a cryptic phrase, "You'll know when it's time." The dreams were a constant, a nightly echo she couldn't escape. She tried to push them aside, to busy herself with the demands of everyday life. But the river's call persisted in the quiet moments of her subconscious. What did it mean? When would it be time? The questions lingered, unanswered. One crisp autumn afternoon, as golden leaves danced outside her window, Amira decided to tackle the long-neglected task of cleaning out the old boxes stored in the attic. Dust motes swirled in the shafts of sunlight piercing through the small window. She sorted through old photographs, forgotten trinkets, and stacks of papers. It was in an old, worn, leather-bound box that she found it. A letter, the paper yellowed with age, written in her father's familiar, steady handwriting. Her heart skipped a beat. With trembling hands, she unfolded it. The letter began, "My dearest Amira, if you ever lose your way, if you ever feel like the path ahead is clouded and you can't see the light, go to the river. The answers are there." Her breath caught in her throat. Go back after all this time. A wave of hesitation washed over her. The memories, the pain she had so carefully locked away, threatened to surge back. But something else stirred within her. A flicker of warmth in her heart. A quiet curiosity that overruled the fear. It was as if his words from the letter and her dreams were finally connecting. Summoning a courage she didn't know she had, she put on her coat and walked. Her steps were slow at first, then more determined, carrying her along the familiar path she hadn't taken in a decade. As she emerged from the tree line, the river came into view. The water shimmered, a brilliant, liquid gold under the warm glow of the setting sun. It was more beautiful than she remembered, peaceful and majestic. She made her way to the old dock, its weathered planks groaning softly under her weight. A sound that was both sad and familiar. She sat down on the edge, her feet dangling just above the surface, and let the silence envelop her. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, she spoke to the flowing water, to the memory of her father, to the open air. "I'm sorry," she said, a single tear tracing a path down her cheek. "I'm sorry I left." As if in response, a gentle breeze brushed her face, carrying with it the faint, salty scent of the distant sea, scent she always associated with him. It felt like a gentle caress, a quiet acknowledgement. As she watched the current move, a small object bobbing in the water caught her eye. It was drifting slowly, inexorably towards her. It was a small wooden carving, darkened by the water, but unmistakably familiar. A tiny fish, carved with simple, loving detail, exactly like the ones her father used to whittle for her when she was a child. It drifted right up to the dock post beside her. She reached down, her fingers closing around the smooth, wet wood. A sob escaped her, but it was followed by a smile that broke through her tears. In that single, perfect moment, everything became clear. She finally understood. The river wasn't just a place of loss. It was a mirror of time itself, a current that carried love far beyond the boundaries of life and death. Her father wasn't gone. His love, his lessons, his memory, they were all still here, flowing within the river and within her. He had been with her all along. From that day forward, Amira visited the river often. She no longer went to mourn what she had lost, but to connect with what she would always have. She went to remember, to find peace, and most importantly, to live. Thank you so much for joining me for this story. If it resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. It truly means the world. Until next time, take care.